All right. I do not tighten these steering wheels back on. I have my own personal reasons, and here is one of them, because I didn't do this. Somebody else did this too. I've got another tractor out here that's not sure if I want to use it for parts or strip it all down and, you know, start over and restore the whole thing. But that is what happens when you don't do it the correct way. Now, if you buy a Snap-on, you're going to get a few adapters with it. And this is what I do. Yeah, that one's not going to fit. Okay, hold on. I may have a bolt in here somewhere. Yeah, this might be it. But okay, when you screw this thing down in here, you know, don't just stick it into the steering shaft, because you're gonna mushroom this out and you ain't never gonna get that nut back on there. This is it's a grade 8. You can see I've used it several times, but I put that down in there and then I start turning it with my impact. And you got to be careful, because this is soft steel. I mean, it's not hardened steel, you know, and you'll mess it up. I mean, I don't know if you care about that or not, but I do. And I'll show you what happens when you don't give a crap. This here is what happens when somebody does it and they don't know what the hell they're doing. This steering wheel here. I can use it, but it's not pretty. I mean, look at what's missing. That whole piece is missing. And somebody just kept clawing at it. And probably what they did is they clawed at it until they could get the thing around here, and then they probably got it off. But there's a simple way of doing this. And this is another clamp. If you're any kind of a mechanic at all, you'll recognize it. But I put that around the steering shaft. And then I put this up there. And I put my long bolts down through there. And then I put my my center bolt in there, and I start tightening down on it. Take it easy. Maybe stop every time, give it a little tap of the hammer on top of your stud here, this bolt that screws in there, the one I just showed you up there. And don't beat on it hard, because you're going to be beating on the end of the steering shaft. So sometimes a little tap here and there, put some WD-40 down in there, help loosen it up. You know, you might be able to save your steering wheel. I'm not saying that this is going to keep you from doing that. Some of these things they're on there, and they've been on there for a decade, and they're hard as hell to get off. And you know, I've had quite a few of them I've had to fight with, and but that's how I do it. And I do not tighten this down. I never tighten this down with a wrench or anything. I just screw this nut down there. I get it fairly tight with my fingers. Wobble the steering wheel back and forth a little bit. Tighten it down snug like that. I mean, if you're driving the damn tractor and you notice that your steering wheel feels like it's pulling up and down in your hand, then I guess you could figure out that you need to tighten that nut up again with your fingers. But, I mean, it's simple, elementary stuff, you know, and the right tools for the right job. So we replaced the ground wires, and I have 2 of these tractors for sale, and I think what people miss. They see I got $2,000 and $3,000 something on these tractors for sale. It's not a lot of money in today's market, especially when you're getting a tractor with big fat ass tires like this on it, with nice rims, good tires, and they start like this. See, it's charging. Every one of my tractors that I got for sale starts just like this. I don't fart around. New ignition switch, light switch, throttle cable, choke cable, ground wires, battery. I mean, there's a lot that goes into this. It's just not a spray some paint at it and, you know, try to get what you can get for it. I put a lot of time into these tractors, and that's why I'm asking for the money that I'm selling them for. So they're on the marketplace. This one is not for sale, but I have two more just like it, and that's the deal with the CUB Low Boy, and that's how to get the steering wheel off of them. All right, so hey, throw me a thumbs up and like, subscribe, and as always, keep picking your guitar.